Okay, welcome everybody. We're playing Sims 3 today. This is all the expansions up to and including I Am Paradise, and all the stuff packs up to but not including the movie stuff pack that just got released. The only other thing is there is a little bit of content from the Sims 3 store, but not a whole lot. Most of it's stuff that's been free off the Sims store. We're starting in the area called Isla Paradiso, which is the new, basically, little area that comes with Island Paradise. And what I'm kind of interested in exploring is I believe you can run your own resort, so that's what we're going to look into starting. And I think what we're going to do is we can move in a household. I'm going to see what they have here. So they have a couple pre-made families for this zone. So I might just go and make my own, because none of these really are piquing my fancy. So let's just back out and let's create one. So this is going to load up Create a Sim. And it gives you a fair amount of selection, especially if you have quite a few expansion packs. It does take a little bit to load, just because of the amount of content. And it does give these help things up in the corner that you can go through if you want. And it'll give you more information about all the different little things and whatnot that are in the game now. So what we can do is we can change the type person. We can do human, we can do werewolf, fairies. Yeah, they have wings. I believe we can also do witches, vampires, ghosts, and genies. I think we're going to stick with plain old human for today. I believe you can also plant people, but that has to be done differently, I believe. We have to do a first name, a last name, so let's just use the random one until we get something decent. There, Charlie Rollins. And we're going to do young adult. Skin tone, again, we can change depending on what you want. You can even go really weird skin tones too, like green and all that stuff. I think we're just gonna use the normal skin tones. And then we have body modifiers, which are basically you can adjust the weight, how big or small the guy is. Yeah, we can go very, very thin. I think we're just going to kind of go somewhere in the middle. Then we can do muscle. So how much muscles they have, you can see, the muscles in the arm and that type of thing. Or not, depending on what you want to do. And then we can basically the definition of muscles. So if we go big muscles, then we can go and add more definition. It's hard to see here, but if we actually go and select, I believe there should be a no shirt option if I'm not mistaken. Or if we go to pajamas. Pajama. All that.
Weeb.
And I'm just gonna let this load. It does take a little bit. You can even see in the arms, this is the muscle definition and whatnot. And again, still loading. It's getting there though. Oh, here's one too. Feel that, and then you can see the muscle definition. Now, if we go back to the character creator, we can say how adjusting that, adjust the definition. Like you can make a big, like a big guy with lots of muscles. Doesn't quite look right. Same thing, skinny guy with lots of muscles. I think we're gonna kind of go average in between these. Something like that. Okay. Next, we do the hair. Now we can have hats. And we can change the color hair. We can even customize this. You see this little brush? That'll let us change the color to even more colors. know, so there's a lot of customizability in this. And we have lots of hairstyles because of all expansions. You know, so lots and lots of choices. There's hat choices too. You see ones with hats. You know, you see advertisements for ones you can buy off the Sim store. We can just ignore those. And again, you can all different types of hats, goofy hats, weird hats, toques. You know, backward banana. I think that actually looks pretty good. You can see we got a lot of options. Genie caps, Chinese, looks like jockeys, baseball caps, all that stuff. So I think for now we're gonna choose that. And then we can choose eyebrows. So we got all the different eyebrows here. And again, we can change the color of hair. Like for instance, we don't see much hair here. But what we can do is we can go down to here and we can change the color. And actually it might be better overall to change it here. So maybe you want to have black hair. We go black and then we go to match this, and that's going to automatically turn the eyebrows black, as you see. And then we can change the way the eyebrows look. Or no eyebrows, which does go odd. Unibrow. I think we're going to go with something a little bit simpler. Even simpler. There we go. That looks alright. And then you can do how big the eyelashes are on the eyes. Again, I think for this guy, we're just going to do a little bit. And then we can do beards. Beards, mustaches, you know, lots of facial hair. You know, all different looks here. You know, from fully shaven to not shaven, you know, and everything pretty much in between. I think we might go with that for now. And then we have body hair. And you can do body hair, and again, depending what you want, you can make it very, very thick, thin, yeah, depending what you want to do. And we might just go to say match root color. Again, you got back hair. Again, we'll match root color. And an arm. Again, go with the least amount. And again. And again, you can see we have all kinds of lower back, upper back. We don't have to put this on, but I figured just for this tutorial, just so you see it, we might as well do it. You know? Anyway, so that's all done. Then we can go on to the looks, which is like the facial features.
Cool.
Now there are of course all kinds of pre-designed ones. You can go into the advanced and really customize this by adjusting little points. I think for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to pick one of the pre-built faces. That looks good. Now we have eyes, and again, I think we're going to go with one of the pre-built eyes. Again, you can customize this entirely. But I think we're just going to go through and pick something that looks, you know, decent. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Then you can also choose the color of the eyes. And again, you can completely customize this. Like I can go here, I can go to the pie chart, and I can completely customize them. So you can really do some freaky stuff. We'll do that. And then we can do the nose. And again, sometimes it's easier to turn it so you can see the nose a little bit better. Again, ooh, that's a little bit of a big honker, isn't it? Let's go back up and select one of the smaller ones. I think that's good. And we have lips, so depending on how big a lips you want, from really, really big to smaller. And again, you can customize this entirely as well. That's good. Now we can also add freckles and beauty marks, which we're not going to do in this case. You can also add makeup. And you can also